Hi and welcome to the third lesson of our music spring 1 term for year 3-4. We're going to do a bit more work today on Beethoven's Fifth, and I'm just going to lead you through how we might create our own little piece of music inspired by Beethoven's Fifth, which we listened to in last week's lesson. So here is a piece of music by the DJ Lawyer, which is their version of Beethoven's Fifth. It would be quite nice if you could listen back to last week's lesson, listen to Beethoven's Fifth original orchestral version, and compare this one to it. What are the differences? Listen out to the main differences between them. So I would love to know what you thought of that version of Beethoven's Fifth by the DJ Lawyer. If I was in school with you doing the lesson, we might be drawing in response to that. You would just be telling me some words that came into your mind. when you heard that. So maybe you might like to write some words down, or do a little kind of a cartoon or a doodle of what you thought when you heard that piece of music. So how was it different to the original orchestral version we listened to last week? I would say the main difference is that all the instruments on that piece were electronic instruments, and that whole piece could be made just on some kind of a complicated electronic keyboard, really. Now I wonder if any of you have got a little keyboard at home like this. I suspect a few of you might have one. Whether you play it or not, or whether you use it much, woo, I don't know. So they're the main notes, aren't they? That's the main melody of the piece of music. You could have it, if you've got a keyboard or something, you can start a little beat going like this. And that's the kind of beat that's going through that whole version. If you haven't got a keyboard, I'm going to show you how we could build up a track with these rhythms on, something like this anyway. And then you can play the tune over the top. So what I'm going to do is try and build up some kind of a backing that we can use. So you might not have a keyboard, but you'll probably have a few things you could use to make some different percussion sounds. So I've got here a few things. So I've got a sweets tub, which I could tap just with my hand. Okay, so that's one option. I could tap it with a wooden spoon, that would make a different sound. Even if I tap it with the edge or the flat part, it makes a slightly different sound. I could tap it on the different part of the box. Okay, that's quite loud, isn't it, for your families? How about a cushion? A cushion is a bit of a softer effect, like this. So you could have a cushion. Another thing which is quite good is a pencil case. Now a pencil case, I've got quite a big pencil case here, you can tap it. Oh, another good thing you can do is the zip. Okay, you can even use the zip on your coat or something like that if you want. So I suggest that you pause the video for a moment and go and collect together a few different items that you could make sounds with. I've got an empty can and I've got a pen, and I can do this. Or I can go. So anything metallic just adds that different kind of a sound. Probably some of you might have some real instruments at home. But I'm not going to use mine because I want to show you that you can make lots of different sounds just with things that happen to be around. So what I'm going to do, I think I'll start with the tub for a nice steady beat, and I'm going to record up the layers. So you can just join in with any of the layers you want. Okay, if you've got something at home, a laptop or a tablet, where you can use something like GarageBand or Audacity. They're great programs for layering up different patterns if you want to delve into this a little bit further. Okay, but don't worry about that for now. Just enjoy playing along with me with any objects you happen to have around. Okay, so first of all, let's just get a beat going. I think it's a 4 beat. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So I'm just going to get the beat going first. Ready, and oh. Okay, so you should hear that beat going, yes? So let's choose something different on this to add a different sound. Let's use the wooden spoon this time. Pomegranate apple, like that. Okay, so I'm going to record that over the top. 2, 3, 4. play that again, I should hear all of those going along at the same time. Now, I did that extra rhythm on the pencil case zip because I thought it sounded a little bit like some of the sounds in the DJ version of the piece. Okay, so the next thing I might put in is maybe some vocal sounds that are easy to do, or some body percussion sounds, and that'll just add a little extra element to it. So might I add something like a in the key of the... These are the notes that we're looking for. So it might go quite like how that sounds as a backing for now. How about some body percussion over the top? What might we do? We might go... Or... Okay, so now we've got a little bit of body percussion there. We've got one vocal sound. Now what I'd like to do now is see how the tune goes over the top of it. So the main notes that we need for the tune are this. Now if you're going to play them on an instrument, that'll be great. If you've got a tuned instrument, it's G, 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 E flat, F, 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 D. If you've got a keyboard, whoops, it goes like this. G, 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 E flat, F, 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 D. Okay, or you might like to sing them, or you could even just say them in rhythm if you like. If you say them, you might need some words, okay, because you don't really want to be going bum, 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 bum. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, or you can if you want. Okay, you might go, we are at home. We are at school. If we had a live call with the people at home and the people at school, that would be quite fun. We could have the people at home going, we are at home. And the people at school going, we are at school. We are at home. We are at school. What I quite like to do is have those two tunes and have them with long notes the first time, and the second time make the notes shorter. So for example, you could go, I'll do the beat with my foot. We are at home. We are at school. We are at home, we are at school, 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 we are at home. We are at school, we are at home, we are at school. We are at home, we are at school, we are at home, we are at school, we are at home, we are at school, we are at home, we are at school. Okay, so something like that. So let's just play over the track, play the track. And I will attempt to do something over the top. And at home or at school, if you're at school, you can actually play or say some words over the top. You can stop and think about which words you might do while I'm doing the tunes. Okay, so let's just try and do the first section. I'm not going to record this, I'm just going to play it over the top of the track. Then we might do another different, contrasting section after this. Okay, here goes. Here's the track. at school. We are at home, we are 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 at school. Okay, so hopefully that was fun for you to join in with, whichever group you were in. Or maybe you made up your own words. Or maybe you were just doing some sounds and playing along with the rhythms. That's great too. Now, let's try and make up a contrasting section, which is going to be a slower section. We're going to have a rhythm going on, but I'm actually going to make it slower. So let's just try and play something over the top of those. Okay, so that middle section, I'm seeing it as a bit slower, a bit more relaxed and calming than the first one, which is quite frantic with lots and lots of layers in. This one just had a simple beat going on. So if you've got someone in your house that could do a on something, a box or a cushion or anything, and you could tap along with your own rhythm. Okay, and then I just put some oohs and ahs over the top. So let's see if you can do that. So I'm going to put that just quite slow, gentle, calm rhythm on. Then I'm going to start a rhythm on this. You can make up your own or you can copy me. I'm changing it as well, so it doesn't matter. Whatever you think fits, okay? All you need is something to tap on, that's all. Or you can use any of the things that we used earlier. Pencil case, tin, cushion, anything, okay? In fact, I think I'll use the cushion because it's just a little bit calmer and a bit quieter, okay? So here goes with the gentle section for the middle. Let's have a go at doing our piece all the way through. So anything that you need to play, keep it to hand. We're going to do the first section where we're going to try and put the main tune of Beethoven's Fifth over the top of the track that we made earlier. Then we're going to stop that, and then we're going to do that calm section, and then we're going to do the first section again. So this structure of our piece is going to be like a musical sandwich. So it's got the opening section, then a contrasting section in the middle, and repeat the opening section at the end. Okay, so hopefully that'll make something effective. And if you're inspired to do something of your own similar, that's absolutely fantastic. And if you haven't got time to do that, that's fine too. Just enjoy joining in with me in this session. Okay, here we go. Ready? we are at home, we are at school, 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 we are at home. We are at school. So I hope you enjoyed playing along with me today to our own version of Beethoven's Fifth, and I'll see you next time. Do let me have any videos or anything you've done inspired by today's lesson. But if you haven't got time, that is okay. Just enjoy as we go along. I'll see you next time.